I would say Digimon is definitely like a C- Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because clearly it didn't last as long.
No.
Like Pokemon's still around.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Cameras rolling.
On the other hand.
Yo, Yugi, no.
Yugi already know, dude.
It's funny because like we talk about anime in the first one. I made that Jujutsu Kaisen comment.
Yeah.
I actually watched the show now.
Oh, okay.
I hadn't watched it.
I have no idea
Pretty
about
good.
anything.
You'd like it.
I bet I would.
It's getting to a point now where it's like a little weird.
All right, Maj, Vince, start the show.
Oh,
yes.
Okay, shit.
Sir. Anyway, anime.
Baby, you can waste my time, my God. We can go there if you want it.
Welcome back to Unrelated. I'm Vince. That's Maj. How was your day, Maj?
Today was lovely. It is so hot in Chicago.
Dude.
We're not for this weather.
No.
I'm sweating. I'm going to be so sweaty by the end of this.
Okay.
And we're inside.
I have a black car, right? Mm-hmm. Completely tinted windows.
Yep.
Not ideal in this weather, let me tell you that. I got in there, I was like, oh, this is what it feels to like be baked alive. So that was good.
I always want to know what cookie dough felt like. Not on me or in me, just like as if I was cookie dough.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds fun.
So that's brutal. How was your day? What'd you do?
I was off today, so prepped for the show today. Worked on some music.
Yes.
Big things, collaborations this year. So I want to make sure that we finish the actual music that I just am consistently working on. But I think involving other people in that process now will help me kind of get through that. So we're in that stage of the process.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's great.
And I also got my haircut.
Dude, me too.
I was gonna say your hair looks good.
Shout out to Caesar. Yeah, we're looking cleaner than we probably
The
ever
same
will.
guy cuts both of our hair at different times. We don't go at the same time.
Nope.
I didn't know you were getting your haircut today.
We're just, duh. I gotta look good for this.
I was gonna get a cut yesterday. I was like, no, I'll go Thursday morning.
Well, it's the start of wedding season too now, so I'm starting to
True.
get consistent haircuts. And then I didn't get a haircut for a year, so
Yeah, that's true.
that's what that is. Anyway, you want to hop into some Chicago things?
Let's talk about Chicago. Okay, so
What do you say?
I have a topic.
Yes.
So I'm sure that you've seen little bits of this.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
It's kind of the resurgence of an old story.
Yeah.
But there is a program here in the city that's feral cats to combat the rats.
Yes.
And
That's
and
that.
That's that. Just ripping SNL jokes. So, and I have a personal experience with this as well. So back in, 2013, when we were living in Wrigley,
Yes.
I was in the alley during the wintertime.
Yes.
And the alleys hadn't been plowed yet, so you just got like the tire tracks, so the cars coming in and out. And I was walking home at night, pretty quiet night, and underneath a street light in the alley was a white cat, just out in the wintertime.
Chilling.
So like 6 inches of snow, cat.
Yeah.
So of course, I grew up in the suburbs, and if you see a cat, you
Save
walk up and
it.
be like, "Hello."
You hug it.
know?
You let it bite you.
Yeah. Good evening. How's your day, etc. So I go up to the cat, and I was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna pet this cat, but I just want to see what it's about." And it was just sitting there, just very calm, and it had a tag on it. So I looked at the tag, and the tag said, "Don't play with me. Don't bring me inside. I work for the city. I chase rats."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Huh."
It's a working cat.
Yeah, and there's a link in
Yeah.
the back, so I followed the link, and it's this whole program which recently got refreshed, in which we have a rat problem in Chicago.
Okay. They're not rats anymore. They've evolved. They're
I mean-
like part two.
They're big. Yeah,
Dude, it's bad. They're like the size of my foot.
Yeah,
like,
it's
if you tried
rat's
punching
capital,
it,
yeah.
It'd probably come back at
And
you.
we're not talking about the politicians.
No.
Yikes.
We're talking about real. I mean, the rats are actually huge. Like, if you see one, they're not like, because New York rats that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah,
Like, they
it's next
own the
level.
city. Here, that's kind of new for us. So we've had rats before, but the cats just being out in the street. These are feral cats.
Is that a worse problem, having too many cats?
Well, there's an anagram, a poem about this.
Is there?
Yeah. I think it was mice actually, but the whole thing is like back in storybook time when like the beginning of the first page had like the giant letter, like
Yeah.
the whatever.
Right. Like that SpongeBob episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, etc.
Yes.
So there's too many mice in the kingdom, so they let cats out. Cats are loose. The cats eat all the mice, and then there's too many cats.
That's why they're feral.
Exactly. So they're
Boom.
feral, so we can control the population.
Procreate, yes.
Yeah, but they just released another, I think, 1,000 feral cats into the city. So you may see one.
1,000. There are so many rats in this stupid city.
Yeah,
there
for
are 1,000 cats they're just
1,000
letting
cats.
out. Go get it, skunks.
But I haven't seen one since. Not that I'm hanging out in alleys and stuff but and I think they're fairly nocturnal. But I think they chase some of the rats, but they're just like they release these pheromones that just keep the rats
Oh.
away.
So it's like one of those like bug radar things that just like Sweet. And that's how life works,
Yeah.
folks.
So my question is, if I see a rat like in a restaurant or in my alley or something like that, do I then
In a
complain
restaurant?
about like the cat that patrols my street? Because like clearly it's not doing its
Go
job.
blame the cat.
I was like, listen, like you hired employees for this. I would do the same thing if I was at like a sandwich shop and like I was dissatisfied.
I don't think it's fair to yell at the cat.
If there's a rat in my sandwich, I'm calling the cat person.
I'd be pretty mad at having a rat. Who's the cat guy? Anyway,
Lori-
something a little
Yeah.
less disgusting.
Okay,
It depends on what you think. But Lollapalooza's back this year.
Woo!
Yes, that is
Let's
exciting.
go, baby.
Let's go.
Yes, there was
Live music.
Lollapalooza 2 years ago, just as a preface,
Mm-hmm.
just an elite lineup. Like
Phenomenal.
elite.
Did you have a favorite from who you saw?
That year,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ariana Grande was like great.
Top.
But
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect this. Wasn't even a fan of her at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Casey Musgraves puts on a wonderful show.
Listen.
I did not expect
Ooh.
that. That was
She-
insane.
She's not a real person.
Yeah,
And
definitely
and I-
fake person.
Yeah, she has like an angelic quality
Yes.
to her, just everything about her. I didn't realize she sounded like that live. Or she
Live,
looked like that
yeah.
in real life, and it was
She's a
phenomenal. Golden Hour is
beautiful
on every
voice.
playlist of mine.
And
If
the
I'm-
sun was going down, and all
They
of the
planned-
teens
they
were like,
planned that.
"Yay!" And then I was like, "I'm still here."
Yeah, like I'm in the
middle of it.
Church of Casey
I'm
as
just
well.
a
so.
grown man in the middle of this crowd.
My favorite of that year was
Yes.
Childish Gambino.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't go that
'cause
day.
he had like not toured for a little bit, and then he came back to do like this final Lala show before he went back and was doing TV and stuff. But his camera work, he had like the giant jumbotrons, and they had clearly choreographed exactly what was going to happen. But it looked like you were watching a movie in real life. And I know that sounds like lame, but I was transported to another place. And
Yeah.
I'm not like I know all of his music, but I don't listen to all of his music all the time.
Yeah.
And he played a lot of, I would say, like B-side things, and it brought such a different type of character.
He's a showman too, so it helps. Yeah.
It was phenomenal, and I legitimately think that was the best musical moment that I've ever experienced.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a statement.
That
No,
is
for
a
real. Like
statement.
it tops Beyonce, Bruno, like Walk the Moon, like. It's a different
heard
type of
today.
showmanship because I don't think Terry's like, yeah,
That's a lot.
next.
Beyonce is good, by the way.
He's better than Beyonce.
I don't think she's gonna be mad about this.
I'm a huge Beyonce fan, I'm a huge
Yes.
Bruno Mars
Yeah.
fan, but I think I just wasn't expecting that type of situation.
Yeah.
And because of that, it was spontaneous, and I just fell right into it. So I'm excited for this year's lineup.
Yes.
Is there any artists that you saw? Because there's a lot.
Yeah.
That you're looking forward to kind of seeing.
I am gonna put two. I don't know if I'm looking forward to seeing them, but I just think it's amazing that they're on there.
Please say it.
Limp Bizkit, dude.
yeah,
Limp
yeah.
Bizkit's gonna be there.
I thought you were gonna say Allie and AJ.
I was like, you buried the lead there, kid. I was gonna get to that.
Potential breakup song. Is
What was
so good.
what was the movie they did? Like Cowtails or whatever.
Cowbell.
Cowbell!
Thanks,
EJ.
EJ.
That was a great movie.
You
That
just hold
was
on to
Disney
that
tunes,
all day.
right?
It goes Cowbells, Star Wars, and then everything else.
Oh,
really.
wow.
Cowbells was the
Yikes.
top
Yeah.
of the cinematic universe.
That's a next for me.
Wow. Unrelated.
Journey, though. That
Journey-
was what
yeah,
I was going to say.
Journey will be crazy.
All the old people are going to freak out. And
Post
so will I.
Malone,
Yeah.
ASAP,
DaBaby.
Tyler,
Yeah.
DaBaby. Honestly, like the lineup is so thick.
Yeah.
It's our favorite word to use
Yeah.
on the show.
Yeah.
Um,
Thick. Today's keyword
no, the lineup,
is
literally,
thick.
like the graphics are just like,
Yeah.
they had no room, and I feel like the booking agents just replied all.
That's literally
This
how
year.
every Lollapalooza lineup comes out.
It seems
The
like
same
heavier
layout
than usual.
every year.
I'll say
What do you-
this one
She's not wrong.
is less top heavy. Granted, my like music taste is like
Okay.
not like super. I'm not like always listening to super popular music.
I
but
feel
I'm
that,
saying
yeah.
like a lot of those middle artists are like really like good names to be putting there. I think
Yes.
it's gonna be like a good full day because a lot of times people come like way later in the festival or like
Sure.
way
Yeah.
later at night and they see like the last two people.
Agreed.
I think it's gonna be full days of good music.
Absolutely.
So,
One of my favorite artists of all time, Kim Petras,
yes.
is playing Lollapalooza.
Kim
and
Petras.
I would pay any amount of money to see Kim Petras live.
Yes.
She played Aragon Ballroom, and I was out of town, And it's
She
been
knew.
like,
She knew too.
yeah. She knew.
I wanted to be there.
I know, and it's like kind of this weird unspoken thing that we
Yeah.
have. And she's like,
She hates
you're a big
you,
fan, but
you
like
love
show
her.
up, And I'm like, I was out of town, I swear. She's like, I play other towns.
Yeah.
So, anyways, this will be the year. But I'm excited. Tickets are egregiously expensive.
Yep.
So
Naturally.
yeah, but
all
if
the
maybe
time.
they want some live podcasting on the site, and
Do you remember that video? It went like very viral. Those kids just like jumping
and the fence. Yo, one of the kid had hops,
Dude,
Because some of
yeah.
you they go and they go for the grab, and
Yeah.
they have to push themselves up like a muscle up.
Why would you go if you've never climbed a fence
Dude,
before? By
there
the
was-
way.
and I was so there was that first video right where they all jump over that first fence and they get
Yeah.
in, and then there's a second wave video where
Yeah.
like the cops are a little bit closer, and there's this kid who's on crutches
Yeah.
that like
Yeah.
can't get over the
I
fence.
just want to hang out with his friends.
And like, listen, I
him go.
appreciate everyone's hustle. Like, go for it. Like, get in. I paid, whatever. But like,
But
I'm
the
old.
cops like gave up and they're like, take him
The
in.
cops, yeah, the cops did not chase any of the other people. They took
So
the
rude.
guy who was on crutches. Like, that is so
He
rude.
seems like he's having a rough time. Let's arrest him.
like literally just arrest anybody else. Like, let him go.
Try harder. Tackle somebody worth
Yeah,
it.
I think somebody saw like one of the artists saw that like on social media, and they actually found him and got him a ticket.
That's cool.
So maybe like for like the last half of the last day, he
I
got
mean,
to
he
see the
technically
show.
didn't do anything illegal because he didn't have the physical capabilities of climbing a fence.
Ooh.
There's nothing illegal about going near a fence.
I mean, that's true.
That's
He was
that
just, he
on
was
it.
just approaching
He was just hanging out.
the commotion.
Yeah.
Which is totally fine.
Josh and his friend Mike were there. And
Yeah,
just
yeah.
wanted to follow them and see where they were going. And that's that on that.
Anyways,
kid.
we stand Crutch's kid,
Yes.
and hopefully he goes this year. Hopefully
Yeah.
they sponsor him.
Hopefully, reach out and I will give you nothing, but I'll just
Yes.
say hey and give you a follow back. There it is. Shout out to Crutches guy.
But we're excited for Lollapalooza.
Yes.
It's coming back. City's opening up, which is
Dude.
great. Restaurants,
Yes.
everything, vaccinations. Chicago's actually doing okay.
Yeah.
We think Lori Lightfoot is
I
making
haven't
a
looked
lot
at
of
the numbers
content
in a
for her
while.
Twitter. I don't know if you follow our illustrious mayor on
That
Twitter.
Lala video. Oh boy.
I just love the idea of using like a PA as a Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah.
Just outside by the water.
It's
just,
a power move though.
It is a power move.
Yeah.
But
It's like, hey, listen to my music. It's like,
yes, but then to also
Yeah.
just have camp chairs.
yeah.
Like they also had to sit
We
like
spent the whole budget on the PA.
like we just had the folding chairs left.
We only had 2 camping chairs left.
Because in my mind I'm like, okay, if you have a PA, that's for a crowd, right?
Yeah.
And usually people are standing.
Right.
But I think it's just a testament to the swag. She's like, I'm sitting. Like this is my thing. Anyways, but
My choice was to sit.
Lori Lightfoot, I don't agree with everything, but your content is hilarious. I remember the beginning of COVID, she had made a thing about, I don't even know what it was about. It's about staying at home, and it was like her. She had one of those tiny basketball hoops on her
Yeah.
fridge, and she dunked,
Yeah.
and it was so awkward.
Just.
And I loved it because I think she's in on a
Dude.
joke. She must be.
Yeah, of course she is.
Yeah.
I
And,
wanted to like literally like get out of my skin watching the Lala one. I was
Ooh.
like, everything's uncomfortable, and I don't know where to go with this
Did
right
you like
now.
you like the quick change?
No. I didn't.
It's like they changed her clothes, but then just put like 2 like star stickers under her eyes. And I'm
Yeah.
like, she's festival
She's
ready.
ready. She's fest girl.
Yeah, she'll be platinum tickets for sure.
Honestly, the best thing about Lollapalooza is all of the outfits.
Dude.
They're obscene.
I wish I was a. I don't honestly.
No, you
I
don't.
shouldn't preface like
I don't
this.
even know what you're gonna say, but
There
I know
are
what
there
you're
are
gonna say.
moments I wish I was like a high school girl. And now this is gonna sound weird, but if I was in high
named
school,
Michaela.
just because I feel like they get to go in GA, they're wearing like the style at that age
Mm-hmm.
now is so much more adventure, and there's less options for like a fully grown adult male.
I wish
I would say.
I also wish you were a teenage girl because this would be way weirder. It'd just be so weird. Yes.
What would be weird about it, Vince?
I don't know what I would talk
Yeah.
to you about at all.
Are we? Are
Look,
we?
let's talk about Lollapalooza.
are we
It's like
related
I'm
or-
wearing a
Yeah.
flower headset, dress,
just
whatever it's called. I'll be like, cool, great, great.
I'm just like super excited. I'm using a lot of like
Yeah.
slang that you just never heard of.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
trying to keep up. I say
Clueless.
sheesh every 5 seconds. I'm like, please
I
harmonize
think
on my
that's
sheesh.
out too now.
Sheesh?
Yeah, I think we're
what's
behind
what's the other word that they're using? Chuggy?
Chuggy.
That's just to describe us.
Yeah, you're a chuggy
100%.
for sure.
Oh my God. I haven't had a hot coffee in years because once I discovered
Iced
cold
coffee.
brew, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like all about
You want to know
cold
what's
brew.
really chuggy? Those like don't talk to me before my coffee memes.
Oh my god. See, I don't subscribe to that. Just the swirly fonts of
Yes.
things.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, that's most of our generation.
Live, laugh,
so.
love. Chuggy as hell. Super chuggy.
Yeah. I can't go to India now, so that's
Why?
because of Live, Laugh, Love, the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, they just ruined it for me.
That's
They say.
Eat, Pray,
That's
Love.
Eat, Pray, Love.
Yo, next.
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 Nope.
Anyways,
Unrelated.
Cinematic brilliance.
wait, it's Eat, Pray, Love.
Did you ever even see it?
It's Eat,
No,
Pray,
I never
Love.
did.
Obviously did not see it.
I'm
Obviously
sorry,
not.
it's getting real hot in here.
No, I watched a movie called Live, Laugh, Love, and it was bad.
Listen, the proliferation of Live, Laugh, Love is so deep in our chuggy type generation.
Oh my
That
God.
I literally thought that the movie was
Give
called
up.
that.
Nope.
Give up.
Nah.
Me- I'm trying to wrap up the segment and like make
Incorrect.
myself look good. It's not gonna happen.
Qualification.
Incorrect. Jeez.
Oh man.
Anyway,
The
unrelated.
comment section will be like, "This guy's an idiot.
This
Get
guy.
man, change the logo."
Comment if you think he's a dumbass.
Yo, F in the chat if I'm just dumb.
If Live, Laugh, Love
Please.
isn't a movie, yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so I'm very warm right now,
Oh yeah.
and the air conditioning here doesn't work.
No.
So
Yep.
it's gonna be this a lot.
I'm just
Can you-
very
is
well
this- can you hear this?
moisturized,
Is
so
this
I'm
bad?
glistening.
Oh, you can hear it.
You can hear it.
Yeah.
I got a no from Terry, a yes from you.
You can't
What
hear
about-
that in his microphone?
What about?
We should. So we have the right mics to do like random ASMR bits. Is this an interest of yours?
Is it an interest of yours?
That was
Oh,
not.
I like the direct eye
Great.
contact on that.
I don't think so. I have no sound to give you that would be like any relevance at all.
Next.
Anyway, so
That's so
the reason why I mentioned
wave.
it's so hot in here, the air conditioning's out, and I think
Yes.
that brings us to our next segment, which is first
Boom.
world problems
Oh yeah.
of the week.
Yep.
Do you want to start?
Sure, dude.
Hit us up.
So I had a couple, but this one is very specific, and I thought of this
Okay.
like very recently. U-Haul is like a company, like as a whole, just like what they do. Seems like a wonderful service. It's like, cool, I can just get this like truck and I can drive to wherever I'm moving. It's gonna be great. And like it's really good in the city because like you move a lot naturally.
Yep.
They never do anything correctly ever. It's like kind of a joke to them. Like one time, there's like 8 examples of this, but one time I got a truck, just trying to move into where we moved into.
Yep.
I like rented a truck from a U-Haul store where I knew where it was, and then the day of, I get this like notification like, "Hey, go to this parking lot in like Uptown," and I'm like, "That's not Lincoln Park at all." So
Yeah,
I
that's
like
not the
show
place I
up,
called,
and there's
yeah.
just a trailer, and it's an empty parking lot.
It's the trailer.
Yeah. And I go into this trailer, and this guy's like, "Hey, man, like, you looking for a truck?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, like, I got my confirmation here." He's like, "Yeah, we don't have scanners or anything. Like, I just got to, like, look at it with my phone, take a picture, and then there's going to be a truck here in, like, an hour and a half." I'm like, oh, it's like 9 a.m. I got to, like, do this. My mom's waiting for me because I don't have a car, and I'm,
Yeah.
like, 19. And she's like, "Where did you get this from?" I'm like, "The U-Haul website." Like, what's going on? Example 2.
Yeah.
I go to move my brother. He's like moving into a house, really excited.
Yeah.
Great day, whatever. I'm like, we'll wake up early, grab some coffee, go get the U-Haul. Everything's going to be fine. We show up to this place, and it's like, pick it up at this auto garage. just a
They love their.
garage
Yeah,
to like go take care of
non-locations.
cars. Yeah. So we get there. And we're like, who do we talk to? It's closed on Saturday. So we like walk up and it's like contactless, like whatever, pick up your truck. And we're like, there's no trucks here.
Contactless as in you
what
can't
are we
contact
supposed to
anybody.
do?
Like, you
so
can't
we sit
call.
there and it's 9:24 and then they were like, U-Haul canceled. We're like, you canceled it 24 minutes after the pickup time.
Oh my.
So we had to get a new one, and basically the end of the story is that they're like, we ran out of trucks today, so you have to bring it all the way back, and you moved like an hour and a half away. So at like 8 p.m. I had to like drive it back and then drive back to his house again.
Yeah,
It
'cause
was a
they'll
mess.
charge you for it if you don't
Yeah,
do it right.
because it's our fault.
That's
Oh.
U-Haul's honestly. I'd love to expand on this because I'm
Yeah.
currently experiencing a U-Haul.
Get a truck friend. Get a friend with a pickup truck.
Terry laughs because I literally call him about it every day.
Yeah.
So, in addition to U-Haul being, trash, the people that use U-Haul, not you specifically, but I think because U-Haul is trash,
I'm trash.
trash begets more trash.
Right.
And
Trash attracts trash.
let me just set
Say that 10
Let me
times
set up
fast.
this bit. So like,
Please.
Kayla and I live on the 5th floor
not even
of our
a bit, it's
apartment
real, actually.
on a busy street.
Yes.
And we can see, the cars and like the people
Main
parking.
roads.
Yeah, the main
Yes.
roads are in front of us. So like one of my favorite things to do is just look out the window,
Yeah.
right? Just like my dad.
Dream about the world.
Dream about the world
Yeah,
and what
like
what I could
what
be
inner
to
peace is
fill
like.
it.
Yes,
Exactly.
I do
Inner
that,
peace,
never.
100%. And so I'm looking, but every morning when I'm drinking my coffee, I look out because the opposite side of the street, they have to move. There's no overnight parking there.
Right.
So they have to move at like 7 a.m.
Gotcha.
And there's been this U-Haul pickup truck that's been in the bus lane, not where you can safely park, even
Right.
if you had to move, but
Illegally parked.
illegally park in the bus lane.
Happily.
No joke, for 14 days straight now. The 7th day, I was like, okay, this is a joke.
Good
For
one.
me only. Like, U-Hauls are for
They're in, they're like,
yeah. The U-Hauls,
My guy.
U-Hauls are for moving, right? It's
Yeah.
a pickup truck, completely empty. And like, okay, like I wouldn't leave it.
there was water actually in it.
Yeah, it rained.
Yeah.
Bottles. Yeah. So like
Like
I'm seeing this
Aquafina.
empty U-Haul, and I was like, it's there every day. It kind of moves. Sometimes it's there. It's getting a new ticket every single day, and it'll randomly just kind of move up and down the street. Once again, getting a ticket. Most often, parking right in the bus lane, and it drives me absolutely nuts. Because I was like, I think they found a hack.
Yeah.
So I've gotten. It's been 14 days now. So I've gotten to the point where I admire the people that rented this U-Haul because firstly, $19.95 a day, the price is right on the door. So that's way cheaper than a rental car. So if they're just using it as a car,
Oh,
and
that's
then
a thing. I saw it on
maybe
TikTok.
with rental cars or
Yeah.
U-Hauls, you don't have to pay the parking ticket.
Oh, you do.
That's what I thought too. I was
sure.
like, but maybe they won't get charged.
You should
That's-
give it a shot.
I'm not gonna do it, but like, I'm just
Test
saying,
that theory.
in the very slim chance that they've discovered like this ultimate life hack of a very inexpensive rental car to kind of
on
bop around
TikTok.
town,
People talk about
to
that.
park wherever you want,
Yeah.
get ticketed, don't have to pay it.
Right.
2 weeks of free parking, that's amazing.
What if they're doing that thing where they put an old parking ticket on it?
They're
so
not
that-
because I am so crazy that I'll watch them put the tickets on, and I've seen them put tickets on like 6 days in a row
You need
now.
less window time.
I need to get out of my house.
Yep.
Lori Lightfoot, please let me outside.
We're allowed to now. We're
we'll
both
make
stabbed,
we'll make a
we're both
video.
good.
Yeah, we're vaccinated. Was it vaxxed and ready to relax? No. There's another word in there.
Don't like that one.
Yeah, hit me with that next. Anyways,
Next.
so I guess I would just expand on the first world problem of the
Yes.
week is just seeing other people U-Hauls.
Yep.
That's all I have to say.
Yep.
I was gonna talk about cutting my toenails, and I'm like, that's. Okay, I can talk about this. So my
He
first
goes
world
with
problem.
like one gross thing every time.
It's
so-
not that gross. So it's not.
I don't have toenails.
My only first world problem of the week
Excuse
is
me?
that
Yeah, I
you
don't have
to cut them so often. Like toenails grow, I feel like faster than they need to. They're not functional for me.
How do you know? Have you never not had toenails?
But what would you use them for?
Probably to cover the skin. That would be all weird and feel weird.
But wouldn't you just get used to it?
It would
Well-
like hurt. Like I feel like you need it
No,
for
what
some
if-
reason.
Okay, so if there's no nail there and just like just the normal toe skin,
Yeah.
would that be a problem? Because like fingernails, like I
feels
use,
like it would
I
be.
use fingernails. Like if you're opening whatever.
Yeah, to, like on the table to tell
To
people
like
that you're
to
impatient.
clickety clackety,
Yeah.
whatever.
Clickety-click.
Like I
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Toenails, I don't use my toenails at all.
Oh,
If
you
anything,
should start.
how?
I don't know.
Give me a suggestion.
I have no idea. But do
You should-
something. with
what do
them.
you use yours for?
Nothing. I don't really
Okay, so
care
we're,
about it.
we're in the same, yeah, but you don't care.
Yeah.
I'm bothered by
Yes.
you not. Okay. All right. Well, I'll get over
Your
this one.
toenails protect your toes.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does.
does.
I could get like shoes for that.
You ever punch your toe really hard and you're
Okay.
like, thank God.
No, I'm
you?
scared because of the. Do
Yeah.
you?
Oh yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Oh, I love
Every
it.
time I get out of my U-Haul, I punch my foot, baby.
I mean, it is inconvenience to have to like clip
Yep.
your toenails, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
yeah.
Next. Terry, feel free to call it any time.
You
Yeah.
got it.
Okay, so I think we should go to topic 4,
Yep.
which is music from 1999.
Yes.
This is a suggestion from producer Terry.
Yes.
Props. So, 1999, I think we were both alive.
Well,
How
Holy-
old do you think I am?
When were
He's
you born?
21.
I was like, wait.
I was 4 though.
Because he
so
called me
that's a good point.
Chugi, so I'm like, maybe he's
That's a good
17.
point. No,
So-
still a millennial. I'm right there.
Yeah, hit him up. So 1999. What is
Yes.
your song pick and what is your album pick of
Yes.
that year?
There's no reason to the year, by the way. It's just like
It sounds good.
1999.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a Prince song?
good job.
It's a good one.
Terry's like,
Anyway, so
yes.
my favorite album from 1999 is Midnight Vultures by Beck.
Ooh.
And I love that album because right off the bat it starts with the song Sex Laws. And the production in that, specifically for 99, but just in general, is astounding. And then the second to last song is called Deborah, and his falsetto is like, mwah, chef's kiss, gotta love it. My brother listened to it a lot when we were younger, so it was just like something that was always on. And then I hopped back on it like 3 or 4 months ago, and I was like, this is great. Like, my brother has an impeccable taste in music
Hell
as
yeah.
well, but like,
I agree.
it's so good, dude. Like, it's
Okay.
so good, yeah. And as far as, actually, your album first.
So
Yes.
mine's a completely different direction.
Yes.
Beck is, definitely a musician's musician, makes great songs.
Oh, yeah.
Produces, plays most of the instruments himself.
Yeah.
And mixes and masters the whole
Great
record.
singer,
so, like,
too.
completely deserves all the success. Mine is definitely on the other side of that,
That's a
where you
great
have a bunch
lead-in.
of kind of talented people that have a
great
bunch of
lead-in.
people that do it for
Backstreet
them.
Boys?
Yeah, 100% is Backstreet Boys.
I knew it! That's amazing! Oh, it's amazing.
But I have to explain why. So,
Yes.
like, Millennium, right? Iconic album
Yeah.
to me and many other
It's good,
people that grew up
yes.
in the suburbs.
Yes.
Because I grew up just like a big pop boy, and that album was like one of my first CDs, and I would play it on my like little Sony boombox all
Oh,
the
yeah.
time. And you have like Larger Than Life, Don't Want to Lose You Now, like big ballads, and that was like the Max Martin kind of era
Oh, yeah.
of pop.
Did he
Tons-
produce the whole thing?
Yeah, I don't know if it was all of it, but definitely a lot.
Must have
You
been
know, a lot of it. He
yeah.
did NSYNC as well. Lots of key changes, lots of just white boy soul, and it got me, man. Like, and it still gets me. You can play any song from that
Oh,
record at any time.
Larger
I
Than
know-
Life, dude, at any point, I'll just be like, yes.
Yes, I don't know any song lyrics for any song except
Yes.
for that album,
It's
and some others.
funny
But like,
because I like didn't listen to like boy bands at all when I was younger.
No.
Because like my mom was into like older stuff that she listened to, or like random like weird like country stuff that she was in, or like stuff like that. She didn't listen to like pop. So like I would only hear it on the radio, and then I moved in with you, and it was like, you want to hear every pop song from
Yeah.
like 1996 to like 2015?
let me
And
tell
I'm
you
like,
about
sure.
the golden age of pop,
Yeah,
man.
so the next like 2-3 years was just like, boom, here you go.
There's nothing like two grown bros
Yeah.
trading boy band music, but
It's
I'm
like,
not
hey
trading.
man,
I'm,
want this beer, and do you want to listen to
I'm just
NSYNC?
forcing it on you. Just
I
like
thought she knew.
constantly.
Great song. Heard it for the first time in
Incredible song.
2015. Yes.
Yeah, hilarious. Okay, so those are the albums.
Yes.
And I don't want to say best album of the year, but that was just like the first one that came to my mind
Yeah.
for sure. Do you have a favorite song
I
or
do.
choice for the year?
I do. This one was tough. There was a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, because a single is just like, whoa.
It's a way different game. And like who is that band? There's a couple bands that had, God dang it, I can't think of the stupid band name. But there was like a couple like rock, like pop rock bands that came out with a lot of good songs that year. But I'm gonna go in a way different direction.
Yeah.
Can I get a
Yeah.
Jay-Z, Amir, right? Amir?
Nice.
Yeah.
There we go.
And Ja Rule.
Oh.
Slapper. Absolute slap. When Ja Rule comes in on that song, I'm like, yes, let's go.
Yes.
Can
Just
I
like,
get a whoop?
yes, exactly. I'm like sitting in my car just like,
Hey.
oh, yes, yeah. But
That's-
granted, I was 4 when that came out, so I
Yeah.
didn't hear that
Vibe.
until like,
No, I mean,
it's a
stands up.
vibe, dude.
No, it
it
is. Like,
is.
good
It's a
song.
vibe.
It's
dude.
an eternal vibe. Like, you can put that on at any time in the summer.
The
and it's gonna
production
vibe.
in that song is wild too. Whatever that sample is, it's like,
Very ahead of its time.
Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
a Scott Storch record? Do we know?
I have
Anybody?
no clue.
We can check in on this.
Yes.
Yeah, great choice. That's
Yeah.
definitely not by one of the pop rock bands.
No.
I thought you were gonna say like
no.
like Red Hot Chili
Oh,
Peppers.
dude,
or-
someday when the world is passing by. That came out that year too.
okay.
So I was like, do I go with that?
Is that Sugar Ray?
Jay-Z? Sugar Ray.
That's Sugar Ray.
Yes.
Not Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yes.
Um,
Sugar Ray or Jay-Z, you pick.
Okay, so my song is, listen, this is a crowd favorite.
Yes.
And I think people honestly forget about it.
Is it a Backstreet Boys
Because
song?
no, I choose it a single from the album.
Like, come on, that's
It's the
cheating.
perfect fan for me. No, so my pick is "Livin' La Vida Loca"
Oh.
by Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
See, you get the response because you
Yeah.
play that at a party. It is definition.
And it's never overplayed anymore. Like, it's gotten past that point.
Yeah. So I mean, Mambo Number 5,
I was gonna say that came out that
a
year.
bit sus
Yeah.
for me, just because
Dude,
it's like
every
ugh.
40-year-old woman at every wedding you go to is just like, Monica in my life. Like,
Yeah.
let's go. Yeah.
Dude, all the
Not this
dads
time.
are like, I wish I was
yeah.
a like,
just like stand in the back,
ripping
like,
bachelor.
man, what a golf
Yeah.
ball.
But living La Vida Loca is like, dude, I'm living a crazy life, bro.
Yeah.
The crazy life. And I think just musically, it holds up.
It
And,
is. It's
Ricky
great.
Martin clearly didn't have to do anything else.
No.
And he's made such an impact.
Yes.
So thank you, Ricky.
Yeah, I think he did other things though. I just want to put that out there.
I saw him on like an Architectural Digest home tour. He's got a
Yes.
beautiful home.
Yes.
Irv Gotti is the producer on Can I Get Up?
There you go.
You know,
The more.
Rush Hour
Fire.
movie.
Yes.
You know.
Okay.
Wasn't Amir in that too?
Yep.
Yeah, that
Indeed.
was legit. That was legit.
Okay, sick. Actually, can we take a pause? Because it's very warm. I just want to like cool off for a second,
Sure.
and then we can move into drunk stories.
Got it.
Yes.
All right, sick.
Cool.
Take a break.
Let me outside.
I saw
so
that bead of
stop
sweat coming down your
sweating.
brow, and I was like,
I've
"Dude,
been
we
sweating
need to
for
pause.
30 minutes.
We need to pause for sure.
Pause.
Oh, you guys switched chairs.
No, you moved your chair a little bit.
Yeah, can you move
Did
over?
I? Yeah.
Turn in a little bit. Now I'm like really confused. I'm like,
Shut up.
did you dramatically move your chair? A little louder. Wait, ASMR that, please. You had like a tone to it. It's like,
Really hate that. Really just hate that. Okay.
stepsister.
Oh, next.
Wait, that's what we're skipping forward.
Someone help!
Oh no!
Ah!
I'm stuck.
Hold on, let me take my ass out.
I hope you're not my biological sibling.
Holy shit, at least you're my step sibling so you can shove yourself in me.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I mean, we should expand on that. I'm a postpone that because the scenario's hilarious,
Oh,
right?
every time, yeah.
Why is it like the easiest thing to get out?
Get out of. That's what I was saying.
I've never been stuck in a
the
dryer.
dining room table thing, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, a dining room table.
It's just like, move, back up.
Yeah,
You
it's
don't
like,
have
how'd
to
you
be,
get in there,
and
bro?
then you're no longer under the table.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they get unstuck and they
But you
forget
want to
that
know
they were
how to
stuck.
get unstuck? You just have sex with
nope.
your family member.
Listen,
Okay.
I've been stuck many times. I've never asked for help.
Yeah.
and I definitely was.
Yeah.
yeah. But
My
that's
car
just me.
died once.
That's my experience.
I was stuck.
What
No
happened?
sex.
Oh.
None. I did it on purpose. It
I was
sucked.
like, Vinny, wait, what happened?
Yeah.
I was genuinely waiting. I was invested in that one.
Yeah.
I wish.
It's like, 'cause I know your siblings, and I'm like,
Nope.
they're
Nope.
real siblings.
Nope. Yep. Yeah, all those are like very.
Step-cousin.
Cousin.
So actually, I saw this interview with a director of like one of those studios.
Right.
And the reason why that category was made in the first place, because it kind of is like a joke, but there is a big disparity in the age of their like male and female actors. So to have male and female actors that are about the same age
Yeah.
in the same scene, that style had kind of grown out of style. And so they literally invented this another category to have about same age actors that are young
Dude,
in this
it has to be
category.
so- like, why do they
kind of
have to
propel it.
be, like-
Isn't that the wildest thing?
Why do they have to be?
Yes.
We never think about casting.
familial?
They only talk about the couch. But
Why
like,
do
what
they
about the
have
actual
to be
casting?
Oh my god.
Why do they have to be
Okay.
familial? I don't get it.
All right.
Just make them
Yes.
like tennis partners. or
Step
some
professor.
Yep.
Anyways,
Next.
shit. You're like my professor, but incestually.
adjunct professor.
Anyway, drunk story times, huh?
Anyway, so yeah, this is our favorite second time doing
Yes.
it.
Yes.
This is drunk stories. Let's bring on the booze, please.
Let's bring on the booze, please.
Bro, it's so hot
Yeah.
in here.
Oh, yeah.
And it's gonna get very
Don't
warm
mind
now.
my glistening. I'm
Producer
just-
Terry, everybody.
Yeah, everybody give it up. He's so
Yo,
handsome.
Shake that ass, Terry.
Look how handsome he is. So much
Step
cake,
producer
so
Terry.
little time.
Anyways,
Leave me alone.
anyways, drunk stories. Cheers. I won't
Mazel
spill it
tov.
this time.
Wow, so gentle. Oh yeah. First one was easier.
Delicious.
Yeah, this
Nothing like more than. I mean, the room temperature is hot.
one. Beep out the
Because
brand.
it's
Nothing
hot.
like tequila.
Okay.
Unnamed brand of
Yes. Unnamed brand
Drunk
tequila.
stories. I can start us off.
Yes. There's a
How
100%
dare you.
chance that this
How
one's gonna be
EJ,
better than
Did
the
you
last
get that? How did they both like? Maybe he should end so we can.
Well,
just,
the
like,
last one was like aggressive.
Okay, it was aggressive. Listen,
Yes.
I will not talk about the same subject
Right.
twice, right? So,
Good.
and I'm also going to keep it a little bit shorter.
Yes, just a touch.
Okay, so I just, to cue up the story, do you remember this movie called Project X?
Yes.
You remember it, right?
Yes.
It was like, it shot, they all had like handheld
It's a
cameras in addition to the
Cultural
cameras.
classic.
Yeah, it's
huge.
like a house party in California, et cetera. It goes crazy, blah, blah, blah. But it is very much like you're at the party. The visuals kind of are of that.
Yes.
So Project X premiere weekend, all of my bros were very excited to go see it. So we're pre-gaming hard for the show.
Yes.
I hadn't eaten dinner.
You were 21 and up, right?
Absolutely of age legally to drink and
Great.
also to see a rated R movie.
Yes.
So
Congratulations.
it's like, wait, no, I was of legal age, but I snuck into the movie.
Yes.
So
I was
anyways,
21, but 17 on my ID.
yes.
Anyway,
so
go
in
on.
college, there's a movie theater that we could walk to on campus. So
Yes.
we're pre-gaming hard for this movie. Very excited. The movie, of course, itself is a party.
Yes.
Right after the second act of the movie, I'm really feeling like just I need to get out of that room, right?
You are brave for pre-gaming a movie, by the
Yeah,
way.
we
No matter what it's about, like being hammered at a movie is not my
It's
ideal.
uncomfortable. Now looking back, yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. I'll get to that.
So let's
Yeah.
sit here for 2 hours and be drunk.
Yes. So not only did we pregame with like shots and the like,
Yes.
we also had a flask with us, and so I got a Sprite.
Oh,
and my
Christ.
buddy's like, "Oh, I'll fix that for you." So he pours out like half my what I thought was half my Sprite, and then pours like what I thought was like 2 or 3 shots in there. He'd pour the whole flask into my drink, and maybe had like
And now they're
like
no
a
longer
like a
friends.
half inch of Sprite in that cup. So I'm just sitting there, just like.
Sip, sip.
Haven't eaten anything.
Yep.
I'm just like having a great time, watching the movie, doing my thing.
Sure.
Second act comes on. I'm like, I'm gonna excuse myself and go to the bathroom. I get up, wobbling around. I make my way to the bathroom, and I remember there was like a long hallway to kind of get into the bathroom,
Yes.
and I remember that hallway. And
know
then
exactly
the
what you're
next
talking
thing I
about, yeah.
knew, I was like on my back, and I was just looking at pipes. And you're like, what?
What happened?
Pipes. So I had blacked out in the bathroom.
Psycho.
Hopefully not while peeing. So
Yeah.
like my pants were on,
You
thank
were
God.
drunk? Yeah.
But I woke up and the manager or whoever at the movie theater
What
was
is this
like
child
kicking
doing
my
on the
leg
floor?
because I was on my back underneath the bathroom sinks.
Oh my God.
And just like chilling, having a nap.
Duh.
And he taps my foot and I was like, "Hi, how's it going?" Like
What are you supposed to say though? No, I'm with you because I would be like, "Hey man, like,
Yeah, I
looking
was
great
like,
from
"Oh,
up there."
hey,
Like,
dude,
what are you
like-
supposed to say?
Or like I say, "Can I help you?"
Right.
He's like, "No, you're on the floor.
You're-
Clearly
Can I help
in a
you,
problem." Yeah.
sir?
So I blacked out while peeing.
Yes.
Made my way to the sink, I guess.
After peeing, we made
Yeah,
that.
I blacked out after peeing.
Yes.
Made my way, to wash my hands or whatever. Probably fell down,
Yep.
whatever. So I'm getting woken up by this nice person
Yes.
who's just trying to do his job and do his best. And he's like, "Hey, like, where are you coming from?" I was like, "Oh, no, I was at this party, dude. Like, it was. I legitimately thought I'd come from
Project X.
the party."
Dude, how much did you consume that day? The limit does not exist.
So here's the thing, and EJ can attest to. So like, we get the Asian flush, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But you can actually muscle your way past that. So I don't know if you're experienced with this, but if I have like 1, 2, 3 drinks, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm pink, I'm red, like I'm having a good time.
Handsome.
Whatever. It's warm, but like I'm not necessarily feeling drunk.
Yes.
I get to 6 drinks, I'm like, okay, now I'm really feeling it.
Yeah.
If you get to like 9 drinks,
Yeah.
then you're like more like zombie-ish for me. So I would say like between 9 and 12 drinks. And never doing that again.
No.
And I've still never finished the movie, so
Just
I don't know how it
get
ends.
It doesn't end well.
No, who wants to watch a movie drunk?
No,
That's
that
not
kid has a really
fun
hard time at
time.
the end. Sorry for
Yeah.
the spoilers, but
Anyway, so yeah, I blacked out in the movie theater.
Yeah.
I got woken up and I went back to the movie.
And again, you were in a bathroom.
Yeah, there's
Similarities to
Yeah.
your drunk stories here.
You know, I
no
noticed
coffee
actually-
though.
Yeah, no
We're
coffee.
learning.
This is before the coffee
Oh, this
situation.
is before.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah.
learning.
No, it was downhill since then.
Yes.
That is an interesting thing because my like body not clock, but like I have a very good like internal compass. So if I need to get somewhere, even if I'm like super drunk or whatever, or if I'm lost, like I can get to that place just by like context clues. Even if I'm just like
Stuck.
Travel east, my
I've
boy.
never been stuck under a living room table. It's like get out of this one.
Oh, boy. Get out of
anyways.
this one. Nice try.
Step producer.
It's never gonna get old.
Kayla's like, I'm never leaving you at home again.
No.
Um,
Oh, you sick.
I'm
sick.
only leaving you at home.
I'm,
Oh my
I'm like
God.
step movie theater manager.
Why are you?
caught
I'm
me in a-
stuck on the ground under
It's
the
like-
sink. Okay,
I thought I was at a party.
I'm done. I hate this.
Anyway, so that's my drunk
Yes.
story, and we'll not repeat that.
No.
We'll watch Project X tonight.
Drink responsibly.
Please. What is your drunk story of the week?
I have a story that you were a part of.
Oh God.
No, it was
Is there a
actually
bathroom
good.
involved
It
in
was
this one?
actually good. Nothing bad happened.
Okay.
No bathroom. This is the first one. We've done 3 so far, and they've
My
all had
mom's gonna be
bathrooms.
like, I'm not watching episode
This
3.
one, I don't even remember what the bathroom looked like at that place. So anyway,
Yep.
we go to a show, me, you, a couple friends, my sister was with us. We go to a show at House of Blues that my brother played. And we have fun or whatever, but it's like earlier in the night. I think it started like 8 or something like that. So we're like, we're going to go hang out. This was like right when I started college, so like newer friends at that time, you and I were, and like all of us or whatever it was. So we go to the show. We get like, you know, a little tipsy. We head back. For the first stop of this was going to your house to get some unbeknownst thing. Don't know what it was.
Is this when I lived in that studio?
Yes.
For like 3 months?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a weird time. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We had to go get something. And like his keys were so...
I'm like, I just need my brush.
Your key... I don't know what it was, but his keys were so ridiculous and no one knew how to get into his house.
Yes.
And boy Maj over here is like, you know what? Perfect time to take a really deep nap in the car.
Dude, let me tell you, I drink, I fall asleep. That's it.
It was. He's like, I need 5 minutes.
He's just like, yo.
I was like,
real,
all right, this
for
is normal.
real.
That's fine. So we were going to like go into his apartment or whatever, and like I try to go, and then my sister tries to go. And we're like, we can't get in. And he's like, top key.
I look at the
turn
back seat,
left.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, just go do it. So we had to like basically beat him up till he woke up.
Yeah.
Resilient sleeper over
Yeah.
here. Resilient sleeper.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's step 1 of this situation. So we get it. We go back to our friend Madison's house. Madison. Shout out
Yeah,
Madison.
we love Madison.
He wakes up somehow and he's like, all right, time to go hang out for another 5 hours. So annoying. So we go to her house. We're hanging out or whatever. And then we go to 7-Eleven to go pick up some more alcohol.
Great idea.
And we like were walking
Great
back,
idea.
and this one random girl was like, "Hey, you going to like blah blah blah's house?" And we're like, "Yep." We just like follow him to this back, like to the backyard of this place. And
It was
like,
it was a slightly sketchy, like, way to get to the
Yeah.
apartment. Not a sketchy neighborhood because
Yeah.
Lincoln Park, so it's a beautiful
Right,
neighborhood.
yeah, yeah.
But like it was like through like between the buildings,
Side
and then
gate area
through the
thing.
back alley,
Yeah.
and then like
And they're like, "Oh, we're just gonna take this like winding staircase," and it was like probably 4 flights.
Mm-hmm.
So we like get all the way up to the top. And we like walk in. It's got like AstroTurf on it.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a whole bar, like lit up bar.
gorgeous.
Insane. There was like a hot tub, outdoor shower, all
Yeah.
this stuff. We just like
it was
walk
a
in.
whole thing, man.
And we're
Yeah,
just-
big premium vibes.
So at that time, I was like, I have this thing where I want to be like somebody that I'm not. I was like, I'm not gonna lie because I'm gonna lie because at the time I was 19. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna say that like I changed my name. Why did I change my
Your
name?
mom's sitting there, she's
They're
just
gonna
like,
look
no.
me up,
Yeah.
you know. So I was like, change my name, change my like. What do you do for a living?
Did you change your name?
Oh yeah, the whole thing.
I don't remember
Madison
this.
ruined it.
Oh god.
But yeah, I changed my name, had a whole new job or whatever. We stayed there for like 2 hours. This is like a
It was-
premium.
no,
like,
it was a good
place.
party, yeah.
It was gorgeous. No
There was
one
dogs?
had any clue. Like no one had any clue that we didn't belong there.
No.
We were just introducing ourselves to everybody. They were like, "So nice to meet you." I'm like, "Yeah, we know. Blah blah blah. This is why we came." We like learned what the guy's name was, and I'm
Yep.
like chatting with the guy that lives there. He's like, "Who did you come with?" I'm like, "Oh, Joe." He's like, "Sweet." Or they're like going in the hot tub and stuff. Crazy. We
Yep.
leave there. My brother meets us. Stay awake for 4 more hours. Wonderful night. But the moral of the
Yes.
story is don't fall asleep in the car when someone needs to get into your apartment, and always follow people into a house.
Yeah. Props to young like college us to just
Yeah.
be like, yo, like there's a party nearby.
There's no
like we'll go.
There's no danger here.
Yo, like let's go. You only YOLO once, you know. I say this all the time, and we YOLO'd and we survived.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go.
I
Yeah.
think we didn't only survive,
Thrived.
we thrived.
Vax and ready to relax.
That's it.
Fun.
I
Okay.
hate
cool.
that one. We've been relaxing. The whole thing's been relaxing.
Ooh. Anyways, these are nice. These are nostalgic memories. Not the falling asleep in a bathroom
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
but it just
Notice the lack of bathrooms in the
Yeah,
last one.
yeah, yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you, everyone.
Well done, Vince.
You don't have to keep clapping. I
We
got it.
appreciate you.
Yeah. Shout out.
I had a joke where it was like I'm asleep in the back seat and you're like trying to wake me up and I'm like step Vince. Anyways, next.
It's never gonna get old. It's never gonna
yeah,
get old.
I was like
dude.
technically we're going into that next topic now.
Yes.
Okay, I think it's a good time to ask some questions. And the reason why I say it strangely like this
Yes.
is because you and I know each other very well.
Yes.
But I saw a bunch of questions online that are like, I think they're aimed for couples, honestly.
Self-help.
But yeah, it's like, a list of deep questions to ask to like deepen your friendship.
Getting,
I was like,
getting
yeah.
to the deeper parts.
It's like, listen, maybe there's little pockets of Vince's brain that I haven't explored yet, you know? And I think it's a great time
That's a
for
dangerous
people that
path
don't
to
know us at
go
all.
down. Yes.
to also learn these things about us.
while we do. Yes.
So I have a list of 10 questions here.
Yeah.
And I think what we could do is we can do odds and evens.
Sure.
And so do you want to start?
Reading it or answer it?
Do you want to start answering or do you want to start reading?
I'll start answering.
Okay, cool. So first question.
Yes.
And I'll look into your eyes when you say this.
Sure.
What is the best thing about your life right now?
It doesn't have to be deep, right? It could just be anything.
Yeah.
Just answer.
The question itself, just, it's
yes.
open. Open book.
The best thing about my life right now, I think, this is gonna sound like lame, but like financial freedom. Because that was like never like the thing for me personally. Like obviously I grew up like pretty decent, middle class family, all that stuff. I didn't have to like really like, but like having my own money to do things that I want to go do, like always have paid my rent, all that stuff. Just having the ability to like, I want to go do this, and I can actively and freely do it, and not have to like worry about that.
Yeah.
So
Wow, I think it opens up
Love that energy.
yeah,
being able to like interact with the world and like make choices and have that agency.
yeah.
Super powerful.
And the anxiety of like always having to worry about that is something that I just always hated. It was like something when I was like 18, I was like, I can't wait for the day where I can do that.
Hell yeah, we made it.
Still
here.
plenty more that I need to get, but at this point, I'm very happy with it. So,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
All right. Question for you.
Yeah, hit me with it.
Number 2. Should humans merge their consciousness? It's super deep. Should humans merge their consciousness with AI if that becomes an option?
What?
We should have reordered
I didn't
these.
write these. I didn't write these.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Should humans merge their consciousness with AI if that's like an option?
Yes.
Okay. Well, my first thought is no, because TV has told me that it could end very badly.
Yes.
And there's a lot of movies and a lot of TV shows to kind of back this theory up. But specifically, I'm thinking of that episode of Black Mirror.
Yes.
Which I'm forgetting the name, but
Which
it's
one? The Contact one? Or the one where the girl's running or whatever?
yeah, no, it's this is like the love story through the decades. But they essentially uploaded their consciousness to like a data bank,
Yeah.
and then they can just
You can
have
visit each other.
Yeah, they can visit each other. So like they're in like the seaside town, and I'm totally spacing on the episode.
Yeah.
But through that, I mean, it was a beautiful story, and the whole thing, you're like, while you're watching the episode, there is something kind of pulling at the strings, and you're like, there's something not quite right here.
Right.
But you have like the two protagonists. That one's like, yo, like just don't ask questions. Like let's
Right.
have fun. Like this is
Appreciate
it.
what it is.
And I was like, no, like I'm not. It's not sticking with me. I need to
Naturally
get out of here.
curious, yeah.
So I think with that as a kind of term of caution, I think the beauty about being human is that it does come to an end at some point,
Finite,
and then
yeah.
you live in the memories of the people that are still living.
Right.
And I think to upload your consciousness to the AI, honestly, douchebag move. Because like
Yeah.
you're not that important.
It's like, dude, I got like a 3 terabyte hard drive that I put all my brain in.
It's like, dude, like they're gonna really want my like
Yeah.
stepsister porn
Oh,
jokes
dude,
for sure.
stop
Like,
it.
no, for like you said, you said the bit doesn't die, bro.
Get
and, like,
your
I have
mind
like
out of the gun.
34 years left, and like, listen, you could prime my jokes to you like 25 years after I pass.
Some
man.
things never go away.
So I'm gonna hit a no on that one
Yes.
for sure.
I agree. I like
All
that.
right, it's all coming back to stepsisters.
Coming back.
Question for you, sir.
Yes.
Were your parents good at being parents?
It's resounding yes to me. Yes, because like, I mean, obviously when you're a kid you don't know because there's nothing else to like compare it to. But when I think about like the way I perceive things or like how I go about my life, how I make decisions, there's like a lot of like ironclad lessons that I was taught that I've realized like with friends and all that stuff that like some people don't have those same like ideas where like there was always like independence was huge, being confident in yourself, being able to talk to people, all that stuff, being taught those things like you're supposed to connect with people, like you don't always get what you want, stuff like that where you learn that where it's not always like we can't do that. It's like, we just shouldn't do that. Or we should do that. Or like, this is going to be something that you can go do once you accomplish something. Like things like that where you learn the value in things. There's a lot of like values instilled in me, but there was enough freedom where it's like, please go do what you want to do. And because there's a lot of like kids when I was growing up. It's like, my dad wants me to do this, and I'm gonna go do it, and then you like grow, like there's like a hostility to that after.
Yeah.
And that was never the case. And it's just like, and you know them too, but
Yeah,
like,
no.
there was
props to them,
4
man.
of us, and our house was madhouse.
I was gonna say
and we're all characters.
your siblings are wild.
Yes, but awesome, and like
Yeah.
honestly, very genuinely good people.
Bro. Yeah.
So yes, I think my parents were great parents.
I love that. I agree.
Yes.
You turned out great. I tell everybody.
What do you guys think? Sound off in the comments about how you think I am as a human being.
Yeah. How did it work? You know, were they wrong? That's wonderful.
My parents sucked. Right
Yeah.
after like the sneaking into the house story. My parents were great. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Props to the parents
Yes.
once again.
Deep question number 4.
Hit me with it.
Do you seek out order or chaos?
Is this like a Dark Knight theme question?
I think it's like a communist Russia thing.
Ooh, fun. Okay, cool. I've been to Russia. Kayla and I went to
You've
Russia.
been to Russia?
Yeah, briefly.
Oh.
St. Petersburg, overnight
How was
on a
that?
cruise. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm going totally off topic here, but Russia and specifically this city, St. Petersburg had some really cool architecture. Just
That's what I heard.
mashed up with buildings that were just not touched for, like since like the war.
Yeah.
I don't know which war, but a war.
Yeah.
And it was noticeable. I mean, like it'd be like kind of like decrepit, like very gray, like
Yeah.
colorless situation, and then you turn a corner and like giant palace, like gold, like foil and everything on it. So the juxtaposition of those two kind of time periods was interesting to us. The food was great.
Yeah.
The partying seemed cool, and yeah, I would totally go again.
Cool.
But what was the
Order or
question?
chaos?
Order or
Yeah.
chaos? Yeah, so I think in my life, just in terms of organizing things around me, my schedule, like my thoughts, words, and stuff like that, I would say that I seek out order so then I can move in between it.
Interpersonally.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I love knowing all the rules.
Right.
I love knowing the rubric for an assignment. I love
Yes.
knowing exactly what the structure is, so I can then do whatever I want.
Yeah.
And I can do that without impacting, hopefully, anybody else's life negatively.
Got you.
So I would say I seek out order so I can create my own little sense of chaos
Got
for
it.
my own independent sense
Yeah.
of freedom.
You have like an opening for chaos.
Yeah.
When you need it.
100%. And I will,
Way better
yeah.
than- yeah.
My
Interpersonally
AI
instead of
profile
society.
has all this kind of
Yes.
written down.
Yes.
So it's like put him in a room with a bunch of rules,
Right.
so he can then think that he's breaking the rules.
Right.
Yeah, I love that. I'll fall asleep in any bathroom. Wait.
He's orderly and he shits in the urinal.
I'm seeking out order. So how can I black out at the movies?
How orderly is that? This is
God.
the juxtaposition of Michael. Anyway. All right.
Okay, question for you, bud.
Yeah.
What do you dislike in most people?
Most people preconceived notions.
Ooh. So
nice.
let me ask you another question. So preconceived notions, as in
Yes.
other people have preconceived notions about you, or
Right.
just generally about
Same.
things?
Everything.
Oh, okay.
Mostly like with other people,
Yeah.
obviously, not like random inanimate objects. But I feel like, and this is like a thing for me, it's like I have actively been trying to think about this when I like meet new people, or if I'm talking to somebody or something like pisses me off. I'm like, there's like, everybody's life is just as complex as your own. So it's like, all right, this person was a baby once. Like this person like got bullied in second grade. And like this person went through this that I didn't go through, or this person has something that I totally went through. So there's a lot of times when you like meet somebody, and it's definitely like more prevalent in like urban areas because more people, there's different opinions, all that stuff.
jam-packed, yeah.
Where you meet somebody and you're like, oh, this is what they're like for sure. Or if you hang out with somebody for 2 years and they're like, oh, they've been the same since like I met them. It's like, well, they also were way different when they were 16. Stuff like that. So like a lot of times I've been trying to like remove myself from those thoughts. And like also it makes it difficult. I think it kind of breeds social anxiety in people as well, just having people think things about them that may not be true.
Yeah, absolutely. Expectations like alter your experience.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That
It
was
ruins
really-
it before you start it.
That was really well said, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank
glad
you.
I asked you that question.
I am too. Question number 6.
Can we get one more shot, please? I would love one
I
more
love
shot,
that.
please.
That would be beautiful.
I know this is not a restaurant, but I would
No.
like to request one more shot, please.
Damn.
Waiter!
I know, producer Terry, can we get a round of shots,
Yeah.
please?
You gonna do Terry like that?
Shout
Listen,
out
if you guys are welcome to drink with
I
us.
respect
Listen,
producer Terry.
We're just not taking shots.
I respect
not?
producer Terry
Why not,
more
bro?
than Maj.
Why not?
Yeah,
we're going to the
that's-
movie.
But
We're going to the
you
movies after
respect
this.
Terry more than Maj, or
Easy.
you just
Oh.
respect Terry more than Maj respects Terry?
Well, because Terry wouldn't ask Maj to pour him a drink, so look at us now.
Listen, Terry doesn't want me to get
Preconceived
out.
notions.
He
we
said,
just talked
he
about
said don't get out of the seat.
I have no good angle for this.
Yo,
There's
shake that
just-
ass, Terry.
What are you talking about? Good.
Come on.
I tried.
Dinner
Yeah.
and show.
There we go.
Yeah, boy.
She want that. Kate, we don't have the rights for that. We can't clear the
All right.
samples.
Drop that dun to dun.
Hey,
There we
don't
go.
drop that dun da da.
Hey.
Don't drop that dun da da. Hey.
Hey, Schlante.
Bro, listen, I didn't know that they allowed cake in the studio.
Okay, all right.
Cheers, bud.
This is a running theme.
Where is that sound effect coming from? Who's doing that?
What happened?
That sound effect.
Oh, you touched one of the pads then.
Oh, nice.
We should play with those more.
I can't edit that audio out,
We
bro.
should play with those more.
Anyways.
It's like the bum ch.
Really?
You were doing it. Oh God.
Play with those more. I like it.
Please.
We'll study those.
It's getting warm.
Question number 6.
Dude, please hit me with it.
What do you?
No, 7.
Question number 7.
So you
Yes.
didn't need any more shots.
I thought I was answering the odd numbers.
Oh God.
No, you're asking the odd.
You need to stop.
No, I'm not. That's wrong.
No, we skipped 5.
What would be a
Yeah, we skipped
perfect
5.
life for you?
No, let's skip it. Fuck it.
Okay, great.
Let's go to the next.
Do you think we'd be better off of social media? Without social media, rather.
Do you think we'd be better just as a society?
Yeah, without it. That one's double-edged. It's double-edged for sure.
Because my first inclination, like my gut feeling was like, yes, because the rise of like anxiety and just like everything we talked about, just
Yeah.
like preconceived notions and stuff like that is just amplified
Yep.
by social media.
Faking
But
your life.
I think social media has, of course, the other side of it where it unites a lot of people that thought that they were alone.
Yeah.
And that they find communities and it allows people to really connect with other humans that they don't interact with or may have never met
Right.
in real life. So I think there's good and bad on both sides of it. I definitely think people overuse social
yeah.
media. So
yeah.
if you're looking,
It's an addiction,
yeah.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, and so like if your question, like refining it, was like, would people be better off without just mindlessly scrolling for 2 to 3 hours
Yeah.
a time on their phones? Like 100%. There's stuff you can be
Yes.
doing, right? I fall into this trap all the time. Like I'm listening, like I just want to see a TikTok that somebody sent me. And now it's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll do
Cool.
this and be like,
Yeah.
man, like, why am I looking at it?
All the time. But, like social media has allowed us, to do this.
Yep.
It's allowed us to have like music careers. It's really, it's helped me keep in touch with a lot of friends that I think otherwise I would have
Family,
just,
yeah.
family too, that I would have never seen. So I would say it's a yes and no.
Yes.
I think we should limit our use, but I wouldn't get rid of it.
You wouldn't.
No.
Got it.
Because I'm like, how do we promote the show?
Because then this wouldn't be a thing.
Terry's like, yo, we have to keep
Yeah.
social media. Like,
Please don't get rid of it.
Terry's like, we're running ads on this show. Like, what are you talking about? You can't get rid of it. That's our money, bro.
No free ads.
Yes. No free ads. You're
Anyways.
up. Read to me.
Okay,
Read
here
to
we go.
me, Pablo.
This is a fun one. Do you believe in karma?
In its purest form, no. Like
What is this purest form?
Because like I think like isn't karma like technically part of like a. I don't want to misspeak, but like I feel like karma it kind of, you bring it upon yourself. That's the idea.
What goes
It's like you
around
do
comes
something.
around.
Right, but I think I don't know if that's like exactly like you do a bad thing's gonna happen to you. No, but I think like life choices lead to things happening to you.
Okay.
So like you're an asshole 5 times, like you're probably gonna lead yourself to a bunch of assholes.
I feel
So in that regard, yes, but yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think to expand on your point too, I would agree. I don't necessarily believe in karma in terms of like a transactional, like I do something
Right.
good and I get something good
Right.
in return. Because that kind of negates like any sort of like choice
Yeah.
or value in like what you're doing. But I definitely think in terms of like, if I want to put out a bunch of positive energy into all of my interactions with people, into all my work,
Yeah.
and to everything I'm doing, then hopefully,
It'll
that
bring
comes
back
back to
positivity,
me. But if
yeah.
not, like that doesn't mean I'm going to turn off
Right.
the output. And vice versa. I think if people focus on the negatives all the time, put negative energy, then it's kind of like it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
It's in
fact,
absolutes.
yeah, it's like dude,
Only
like,
a Sith deals
So,
in absolutes.
all right. So I'm gonna throw something in here.
please.
Do you believe the energy you put out into the universe reflects back to you?
100%. Because I mean, that's what energy is.
Yes.
And I think, I mean, literally, that's what energy does, right? It all balances out. You know, input, output,
Electrons.
equal and equal and opposing, forces.
Science, magnets.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I think, but that's definitely with actions though. I think thoughts and stuff that's all internalized. So I see a lot of memes and stuff and a lot of swirly font, chuggy-ness, where it's like, think three
my favorite
positive-
movie, Live, Laugh, Love.
Eat, Pray, Love, my favorite thing to write on a wall for a wedding. And eat, and
You
then
are
pray,
sick.
and then watch us.
This
fall
is
in
bad
love.
karma. I can
It's
feel it.
so bad. Big chug.
Yes.
Yes, but to your point, I think, the energy you put out is what you receive, but it may not be in the time that you're expecting. But yeah, 100%. And I think at the end of the day, it's like people that take karma super seriously, maybe should take a step back and be like, let's just focus on being
That's
positive and-
everything, kid.
That's everything.
That's
Yeah.
everything.
Cool. That's fun.
2 more?
Yeah. Is it me?
Yeah.
No, I asked you if you believe in karma.
Oh.
I asked you.
Shots.
This is because, yeah, let's have one more shot, please. Do you guys want to take a shot?
No.
No.
Y'all are all...
Question number 9/8.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Hit
Kayla.
me with it.
Why do you think older people have more challenging time grasping new ideas?
Ooh, this is a great question.
Oh, boomers, bro.
If this was
Am
a
I
baseball
right?
podcast and I talk about Tony.
Let me preface this by saying,
Stupid ass.
I think
It's just having a sports
It's
monologue.
the condescending comments for me.
dude, it's good.
Anger.
It's good. It's
Anger
good.
inside me. Yes.
You have a lot of like low burning flames. Yeah.
EJ over here thinks you guys are whack.
Oh, we are.
We need
Anyway,
a camera on EJ.
Hey.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
Why do you think older people have more challenging time grasping new ideas?
Okay, here. As a true millennial,
Yep.
we were alive and thriving with the internet age. So we
Yep.
saw a time before the growth of technology and the speed of it, before social media, et cetera, before the internet.
Yeah.
And then so we can appreciate the speed of which it is.
Mhm.
And I think the generation before us and the generation before that, so our parents, really do struggle because their industrial age wasn't something that they experienced, in their daily lives. Like phone technology, computer technology, internet technology is all constantly around us. And I feel like a lot of innovations at that level for boomers, et cetera, were something that didn't affect them directly.
Yeah.
So I think with concepts that revolve around technology, and I don't want to go into like crypto or NFTs and stuff
Nope,
like that,
we
but
don't
even
even
like
have to.
even basic things like marketing
Yeah.
or like
Sure.
sentiment or
Yeah.
tone. And I think like my parents often struggle with tone in terms of like humor
Yeah.
or written text. And just think about like the last time you texted your parents and it's like, what are you saying? And also, what do you think I'm saying?
But I've gotten really good at it.
Listen, my parents are really good at just leaving me alone.
Yeah. One of
but
these is always good.
my
Nice little
mom-
thumbs up.
Bro, my mom loves ellipses. A dot, dot, dot.
Okay.
And I'm not talking like she's typing.
That's a problem.
She literally types dot, dot, dot. And it's after like, hope you're well, dot, dot, dot. And I was like, what do you know about me that I don't know?
Dude, it's always, it's so sus. It's so sus every time.
Please.
Yeah.
And like my dad, what was the whole thing about like please pick up milk on the way home or something.
Dot,
dot, dot, dot.
Just like, what are you
And I
gonna do
was
with
like,
it?
what's gonna happen at home, bro? Like,
Stepdad?
I'm stepdad, I'm scared.
Anyway, go on.
Anyways,
Yeah.
and honestly, it's not their fault.
Yeah.
It's just the sign of the times. And my parents are honestly really great about embracing new ideas. It just takes a little bit of time. So I think it's our duty as millennials and Gen Zers, whoever, as a younger generation, to help people that came before us understand, but also
Yeah.
like do it with respect and be like, dude, like you guys accomplished whatever to get us to this point. Like, let's take you to the next step.
That's always rotating too, because my grandparents and my parents, like, music specifically was always a thing. It's like freaking jazz in 1930.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's always been this way. It's just anything that comes about, and especially as technology grows, it's like any change or any like angst or any piece of that where it's like not accepted in the old time is
Yeah.
gonna cause a ruckus.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, rock and roll for our parents' generation.
Yeah.
I would say it's rap and hip hop for our
Yeah.
generation.
My grandpa listened to Pink Floyd. He was just like, what the What
Yeah.
is this?
Listen, Pink Floyd.
Devil music.
Yeah.
Love Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Love Pink Floyd.
And I'm sure like his parents were just like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like what wall?
Right.
What do you mean the wall? A
Great.
wall? We have 4 walls.
Yeah.
What wall do you want? I get it.
What about the light side of the room?
Yeah.
Moon.
Yeah. Listen, I can see the bright side of the moon. You know, that sounds. Anyways.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Question 10.
This is a 2-part question, and this is the last question for us. I was gonna do a stuck under the table
Oh, this
joke.
is gonna be.
Anyways, did you? This is a deep one.
Oh yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. I feel like I got most of the deep ones. You got like his AI, like
AI.
yeah, and I'm over here
I'm talking
like
about Black
karma is
Mirror.
a part of your life.
Yeah. I'm just coming around to like any step dash something
Yeah.
title. Kayla's like, please cut it out. A final question for you, sir.
The
It's a
reaction.
2-part question.
Yeah.
Did you have an extended period in life when you didn't feel like yourself?
Absolutely.
And how did you get past that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's like a very chronicled thing in my life.
Do you want to move
for
that
sure.
paper around a little bit more?
I'm sorry, I get nervous on airplanes.
No, it's fine.
Anyway, yes, for sure. And it didn't happen until like not relatively recently, but like definitely a couple of years ago. I was generally a very confident person growing up, for sure. And I didn't like have much anxiety in any situation. Like I kind of was like, I'm gonna go do it all. Like I don't care what anybody thinks. Yada
Right.
yada yada. Lived a very structured life. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be. This is who I'm gonna be. Always been confident in that. Like just did what I wanted to do. Everybody's like, oh, like
We're talking about like grammar school, middle school.
yeah,
high
yeah, yeah.
school? Okay.
Actually, go to school, do pretty well at school. Like, I was never like unpopular, you know. I was like, oh, I'm playing sports, and like now I'm doing choir, and like I didn't care, all that stuff. There was a lot of like, I didn't like run into any like, I don't know, I'm like a straight white guy from like a 93% like white community. It was just like, you know, like, don't be an asshole, like whatever. Go to college. I'm like, great. Like I found my community there. Study, blah, 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 get out of there. And then that was like the first time where I was like, what the fuck?
In college? After college,
Yes.
okay. So what about that time, like what was going through your, like what was your scenario? What led you to that
Everything was
feeling?
always structured. So I'm like, I go to school and I do this extracurricular. Like, this is how I meet my friends. This is how I do this. I'm like forced to see people all the time. And then you get out of it and you're like, you need to make your own life now. And you're like, for me, that was really difficult because I was like very confident in this area. This is what I've always been. This is what I've always known. And like, I've never really went through like a crash course on how to like, you know, do it outside of that. So that like caused like my first like bout with anxiety. Definitely like a good amount of depression for sure. And I was kind of like, finally understand what this means. And this is fucking horrible. So yeah, it was just like, there was like 2 years basically in there where I was like, I'm not the same person anymore. Like, I don't know how to deal with it. Like, finding a job, and I'm like, I hate this job. Like, what am I doing here? Like, I needed to find some self-worth somewhere. For a while, I was, like, looking for it, and then eventually you're like, you have to motivate yourself. You have to figure out, like, what you like, and you got to surround yourself with people that you actually want to be around. So that was, like, a big thing for me where I was like, I'm not going to fake anything anymore. And, like, that was kind of around the same time where I was like, this is how I have to perceive people because, like, before I was, like, kind of inconsiderate. A lot of my relationships are very transactional where I was like, I need to be, like, I need to connect with people more in, like, an emotional level because we're all animals at the end of the day.
Sure.
And, yeah, so, like, it was, I think it was good for me. But,
Yeah.
like, there was, like, a good amount of time there where I was like, I'm no longer me and I don't know what I'm going to do with this.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, that's, and I think that the struggle in that situation is something that, you know, a lot of people, including myself, can identify with. I think when you're in a situation, you don't have the structure and you don't have the validation that comes through that structure that you're used to. Having agency and having choice is great, but it also forces you to have agency and have choice.
And it's when you're I know I'm not, like, I was always a singer and I'm not a bad singer. So it was always just like,
you're definitely not a bad singer.
Well, it's just like, oh, I'm like pretty good at this.
He sings that theme song, baby.
And it was just like, I'm pretty good at this. Like, you get validation through that because it's like, this is transactional. Like, look at me do this. And everybody's like, you did great. I'm like, thank you. And now it's like, you know, you're a grown man. Like, figure shit out. Where that hit me hard, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
There you go.
That's the time. All right, so I want to move to our last category.
Yes.
And I know that we've danced around the subject a bit.
Yes.
But our last topic is stuck. Not porn.
Don't say it.
It's written here. Look at zoom in, baby. Stuck, not porn. Okay, so my question
Yes.
for honestly the group.
Yes.
We've got some talented folks in here in the room.
Sure.
What is the worst place you've been stuck in for an extended period of time? For example, a flat tire, in an airplane, a DMV line that's not
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
Definitely not leading to a pornographic situation. Where were you stuck? Kayla, let's hit it. Where were you stuck, and what was so bad about it?
I cannot even begin to think of one example.
Ever been stuck somewhere? No.
Wow.
Good example here with the freaking DMV thing, because that actually happened to me. I'm just saying.
Wait, okay, well,
That's a
Vinny,
real
hit
thing.
me with the DMV.
Think about it really quick.
Yeah, I'll think.
I went to the DMV last year when I got a new car, and they got rid of like going inside because of COVID and all that
Right.
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it was 102 degrees.
Like in this
And-
room right now.
yeah, and I went after work. Yeah,
Bro,
basically.
please.
Yeah, excuse the glistening. I went to the DMV. It was 102 degrees. And I was coming after work, so I was wearing a dress shirt and jeans.
Oh, God.
And we were
Are you
wearing.
tucked
You
in,
had
too?
to wear a mask in line,
Oh.
and the sun was just baking on it. I was like freaking 25th in line. I like got to the front and I was like. And there was like an old guy that was like a little off his rocker, so he was like walking around and stuff. And this guy's like, "Control your father!" And they were like yelling at each other. It was insane. And I was just sitting there like, should have brought shorts. Like, I need to go eat dinner. Like, I'm just trying to move the title over for my new car. That was great.
God, that's terrible.
So yeah, that took 2 hours
Okay.
overall.
Wow.
And I walked in and she's like, "All right, you're good to go." And I'm like, "That was 2 minutes. What's been happening in here for the last like 2 hours?"
Dude,
Stuck forever.
terrible.
Hate the DMV.
Yeah, DMV is tough. Just classically, I mean, that's why all the jokes come through it.
Yeah.
My example of just like being stuck is waiting for any type of like service to come to your house and they give you a window. Please, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's
sound
such a
off.
good.
And like,
that is
listen, you can
such
go
a
to
good
like
example.
cable. They're like, "Oh yeah, we'll come between like 9 and 9." I'm like,
The gas company.
9
yeah,
and 9?
Yeah, we'll be there
Bro,
within 12
what do you
hours.
think I do all day? Like
Learn
I
how to
need
do a
internet,
cartwheel,
dog.
asshole.
Yeah, it's like, please come through anytime.
Anytime.
That's
But
a
like,
really
give
good
me a
one.
time.
I'll be watching all of Star
Yes.
Wars.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Oof,
That
it's
one's good.
uncomfortable. Now, a positive thing that comes out of that is that you get surprised because I think waiting for that window, I'm like, anytime there's a service coming to my house, I'm like, it's gonna be.
Forever.
I'm going into it with a preconceived notion. I'm like,
Yes.
bro, it's gonna be uncomfortable. Like, I'm just gonna have to wrap my whole day around it. Like, maybe I'll just do laundry today. Like, whatever. But there are some pleasant surprises. And
They
recently,
show up
like,
10 minutes after they were going to say they were going to come?
yeah, no. So we had some furniture delivered recently, and they said we'll be there between 12 and 3. They showed up at 12.
Nice.
They called me at
beautiful.
12,
The
like
vibe.
12:00,
Yes.
and I'm like, I was not at home because I'm like on my way back from the gym. I'm like, yeah, let me come down, and I'm just running across the street. So
You show
yeah.
up from the back. I jump off.
So I think that specific situation, you can be pleasantly surprised sometimes.
Yes.
But that's Terry, Kayla. Do you have any?
I did actually come up with
Go
one.
for it.
Yes.
Yeah. What's up? What's up?
I got one after you.
Okay, when it is the middle of winter in Chicago, it's freezing outside, so you're wearing all the layers,
Yep.
and then you get onto a very crowded bus
Oh.
or like the Red Line,
No.
and it's so crowded
No.
that you're standing room only,
then it
but you
gets-
can't take your layers off because it's standing room only,
Yeah.
and you are gonna be stuck on that very hot subway for like.
Oh my God, and then like something's on the
45
tracks, and it's like,
minutes.
hey, we're going to wait an hour and a half now.
Or like when
Exactly.
they have to literally
Oh,
light
that's
the tracks on
sick.
fire.
That
Oh
is
my
sick.
God,
But,
so cool.
and you're so hot and
That's
it's so cold
a
and there's
very
nothing
great
you can
example.
do.
You know, I've got a
That's
suggestion to
great.
get out of that.
So
Make the
sick.
best out of a situation. So if you're baking on a train, right, you might as well get a Lou Malnati's frozen pizza, and you shove that under your coat before you get on the train. It will be baked by the time you get to Chicago.
And that crust will be wet.
That's their signature wet crust.
Wet crust.
Wet
by
thick
Lou
crust.
Malnati's.
Yeah, thick wet
Jesus.
crust, bro. Terry, what is where were you stuck, bro, and not porn?
I was stuck on the 87th floor of the Sears Tower in the elevator.
Oh.
So
were you going up or down?
going up?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It goes both ways. It goes up and down.
For reference,
Okay.
I have a fear of being stuck in an elevator.
100%.
I don't like close spaces.
Yeah.
No.
So also, if you didn't know, the Sears Tower is one of the fastest elevators in the world.
Yeah, super quick.
So like you
I
go
did not
from
know
the
that.
bottom to like floor 80 in like 25 seconds.
Yeah.
So like that's an exaggeration, but it's quick.
It's like a minute, yeah.
The
you're-
red line
yeah.
can learn something. Anyways, go
So
ahead.
yeah, I mean, because you get to the sky deck in under a minute. So, but we got stuck for like an hour and a half.
Oh my god. In the elevator
In
shaft
the
too?
elevator shaft.
That's longer than this
I
podcast.
will
How many people were in that elevator with you?
Everywhere.
6. So while I'm trying not to have a panic attack
Yeah.
in this elevator, yeah, and they're just like, "Yo, stay calm. We're getting it. We're fixing it." And it was like,
Stay calm.
so also the Sears Tower has its own electrical grid.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has its own
Yeah, yeah.
power grid.
'Cause
so
it's
like,
enormous.
And it has its own zip code and everything.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I'm also obsessed with the Sears Tower. If you didn't know.
I was just like,
Well,
Why
yeah,
do you
a
have
lot
these-
about it,
Why do you have
though.
these facts? But
The
yeah,
name
so
hasn't
like-
changed.
So their power grid, like, specifically the elevator system, like failed. Which
Oh.
it doesn't happen very often.
My
And
god.
of course, the
would
day that
hope
I
not.
was in it,
Thank the Lord
so
for
we're
brakes.
flying
Yeah.
up, and it just
Yeah.
like stopped.
Oh my god.
We were all like, "Yo, we're not. This doesn't say the sky deck. What are we doing?" So and also
It's like,
the
oh,
sky
this is
deck
Johnson
elevator
and Johnson.
doesn't stop at any other floors.
Yeah, it
It's
goes.
an immediate.
Oh.
It goes from bottom to up to the
Top.
bottom floor to the top.
Got it.
yeah.
And there's-
So
there's
your
no other
electrician
stopping.
was
There's no other
they
stopping.
gave you like a 99 window. Is that what you're saying?
Did
Yes.
you guys start like having deep life conversations? Did you get to know those people real well? Because
Yeah.
that's like the
It's an
beginning of
hour-
a movie.
it's
Did
an
you
hour and
text
a half.
people?
I didn't think to pull out my phone because I was trying
Oh.
to stay calm.
Are you
Yeah.
still pen pals with all those people that you were stuck in an elevator
Most
with?
of them are pretty old.
Yeah.
Damn
Listen,
it.
no.
There
don't-
was
don't
Gladys
discount
is
those,
so
'cause I
freaking
saw
great
that
at
M. Night
bocce ball.
Shyamalan movie, and it was the grandma.
I also hope that somebody's watching this video who was in the elevator with me and
Yeah.
they comment. That'd be dope.
Seriously.
Yeah, leave it
Well,
out
for
in
you
the
and I
chat
too,
if
I'm
you were
producer
stuck
upset
in
that
an
you're
elevator.
not
episode
still
3.
keeping in contact with them. I feel like you should
Yeah.
have a deep personal
I agree.
relationship with these
I
people
agree.
now.
It was kind of a
That's
traumatic
crazy
experience.
though.
That's
That's
wild.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Honestly, the best thing coming out of COVID is that I haven't really
87.
been in like a skyscraper elevator in so long.
Me either.
That's
in
the
my
best thing.
I mean, in this situation,
COVID's
yeah.
awesome. You don't have to go on elevators
I haven't been
anymore.
stuck, I've never been stuck in an elevator. So I mean,
Well, there you go.
that's yeah. I mean, I'm like squirreling out of the seat right now, and I've been here for like an hour.
Well, yeah, I usually kickbox for 14 hours. a
And
day,
like
yeah.
you know, the seats in school are not padded. They're
No,
like
they're not comfortable.
no,
They're not made for
hard, like,
comfort.
They probably have like
slippery.
the 2 little bolts on the back, just like on their ass all day.
It's the bull.
Yeah,
It's the bolts.
That's a whole other episode.
Yep.
School problems.
Yeah, for
Yikes.
sure.
All right, we'll say that for next week.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I just really like that everyone's stories were very personal, and then EJ's like very empathetic
Yeah.
for the children.
honestly,
I feel bad for the
kids.
We have a
kids.
cast of
It's like,
characters in
Terry
this
was
room.
stuck in an elevator.
yeah. Terry's like, listen, it's all about me. I was stuck. It was 10 years ago.
Get
I'm
over
feeling
yourself,
it.
producer Terry.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, look.
Never getting on an elevator
My
again.
couch arrived on time, but like the cable.
Yeah, I hated being stuck
And
for a
he's just like,
minute.
yo,
It
like,
was
what about the
12:01.
kids, bro.
Oh my god.
What a time.
I'm just like, it just happens.
Yeah.
It's part of life.
Wow.
EJ's the best amongst us.
Oh, easy.
How are you and Terry friends, dog? Because
No idea.
Listen, if
We were
Terry,
stuck in
if
Italy
Terry,
together.
listen, I tell
True,
Terry,
we
Terry,
were
my best
stuck
friend.
in Italy together.
If Terry's slightly inconvenienced, he's steaming, bro. Like his skin, like is crawling.
Wow. You're making me seem like a complete
Rough.
asshole.
Producer Terry is still more
No,
compassionate and
it's
better
honestly
than Maj.
It's completely reasonable because like my siblings are honestly like very similar, and I think as the middle child, I've learned I'm like, I feel that way initially, and then like I just have to muscle through that feeling. But I feel the same way. I just don't experience it maybe as long as you.
I also wear everything on my face. so
100%.
I can't hide my feelings
Nah.
at all.
Or that cake, you know what I'm saying? Cake,
All right, well-
cake.
On that, we're going to wrap this episode.
Yeah.
All right, episode 2, guys, we made it. Woo! It's gonna wrap.
Boom. Love to see it.
This show is a little sentimental, and very sentimental.
You
We're rolling. I'm just
smelly
rolling.
boy.
Whatever.
Whatever, don't even care.
What? Sorry, you
All
asked.
right, how
me a
we
question.
feeling about episode 2? What's good? What's
Episode
good?
2 was great. I think.
don't think it's gonna
this is
work.
the first time. I think just tapering in the energy of episode 1, which was really just like, how much poop
Madness.
can we talk about?
Chaos.
And then we just graduate into porn, and then past that,
You
we,
say we.
we touch a bit of character. Which
I
think is
say
lovely.
you.
I just touched the top of
You
your
say.
Oh,
No, I think.
I love the tension. It's so nice.
Oh yes.
You know, it's Vince and I have been friends for a long time, and I think the best part about this is we just get to learn more about each other,
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can connect with people in the
A
audience.
structured thing. That's the thing. It's like not too serious. So that's the point.
Yeah.
All right, random question. I know Vince is going to wedding this weekend.
Yeah.
What's your go-to wedding song? What gets you out on the dance floor?
Ooh, any like Earth, Wind and Fire, disco, Michael Jackson type era. Like if you're playing Remember the Time, I'm out.
Yeah, rock, dude, rock
Like
with
that.
you, rock with you, rock with you. I'm literally just like, come on, Sandra, like come with me, and we'll just
Yo, Vinny be dancing with every mom. Watch your moms, honestly.
watch your mom.
Watch your moms.
Some moms?
Vinny's swooping
Not your
up.
stepmoms. No more porn. We're done with porn records.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
it. No more. No more of those.
All right, thanks, guys.
It was sick. Bless y'all.
Looking forward to the next episode.
Yes, sir.
Do it. Slap the camera. See ya.